Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game found project sometimes and give my thoughts on how that crowdfunding board game is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out Sheol 2.0 Midnight Odyssey. I'm excited because I like big boxes. And 2.0 implying that this had a first edition. It flew under the radar. I'm going to guess it didn't have a great rule booklet. Just shot in the dark. And 2.0 is going to fix that. 8.2 thousand people were here to be notified. They're fans. 819, so a 10 to 1 rate there. Interesting to always check out. Looking at the main image, it's a mini, neat. It's a big box, neat. Player like time count age, love of that where somewhere I could see it instead of, black nothingness in the background. Live on Game Found, don't need to know that. I understand how the system works most of the time, but you know what? I guess that is a little bit more confusing on Game Found because they mix them up now that I say that. But still, I'd love to know more from the main image. Is the new edition of the critically acclaimed sci-fi game Sheol. I assumed it was sci-fi. I'd love to know mechanisms there. Solo, co-op, yes. 1 to 4 player campaign game set in a unique sci-fi world shrouded in eternal night. So immediately, that 1 to 4 players I think is more important than a lot of what you have on that main image because that solo gamers are going to be interested in this sort of thing. Cooperative as well. Good to know. I put some of that on the front. I'm sure I'm going to dislike the main video, the main image more and more and more as we continue on. As always with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Wow, like that shot right there. That's a nice shot. I want to play that game. The box? I don't know if I want to play that game. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's see how they convince their backers. $328. Okay.
When the shadows
208
came,
seconds.
the first to fall was the moon.
Gonna miss that. Tide's off. Cool. What's your name?
It's weeping that made them rain down on Earth.
It's weeping.
It was called the Black Tide of Sheol,
It's brought my weeping.
and billions died under it.
Rough.
All weapons and advanced technology in mankind's hand proved useless against the shadows.
Yeah. Need light.
Soon, the cities across the planet became a sunless wasteland
Got it.
haunted by ghosts.
Everybody's dead. Mostly. Billions.
But when all seemed lost, the Lux was discovered. Liquid light that could destroy the shadows.
Energy drink.
Then the Scout Corps came to be. To make humanity survive.
Okay. Exploring a barren
Reconnect.
wasteland of death and
And
darkness.
fight in a land of
Sci-fi.
eternal
Cool.
night. Because the darkness of Sheol cannot be restrained.
Yeah.
But hope still exists, and mankind built its last fortress, the Citadel, the last city on Earth.
Okay,
It
there
is
it
from
is.
here that a few brave scouts rise to fight against the darkness. It is from here that their journey against Sheol begins.
Can we please get to components now? Yay! New scouts and unique mechanics. Okay, so we're leading off with new scouts and unique mechanics, which is most definitely a message to returning backers. Wow, that mini looks massive in the center. Let's get to it. Improved solo mode with droid cores. That font is not the greatest for reading. The subtitle would have been nice here. Game found on a scroll. Dead. Whoa, what's that board? Oh my god, what's that book? Now I'm excited. Way more excited than any of the garbage you showed me here. Theme, whatever, get over it. But that book? Whoa. Improved solo mode with droid cores. Cool, don't know what that means. But neat. Heat. Manage inventory and Lux. Love to see zoomed in on this. But cool. Oh, there's words there. Resist core grips corruption. Yeah, narrator would be real nice there. Especially if you're going to be moving the text. Follow the story through there we go, the mission manual. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see more of that. So that's big chunks of flavor, of theme. Like, and honestly, since you're doing a 2.0, like 90 straight seconds of theme, why not have content creators who have played this game, people who have reviewed this game, BGG people who have played this game and love this game. Why couldn't you just like, oh yeah, the theme comes across so strong, blah, blah, blah. Like, instead of 90 seconds. I mean, because it's just forever. Oh, look at all the cards. Dozens of events with tons of text. Branching mission cards. Oh, that's a cool system. I like the arrows. What is that? Discover new Citadel boards. Okay. With a something system. Evolve your scouts between missions. There we go. Power of faction. Use new dice. To reveal enemies. Okay. Whoa! Sound effect was cool. Oh, because we're getting to the other lands. Manage powerful enemy, artificial intelligence, cool. Their darkness level looks neat, awesome, fun. I want to play it solo. How big's that thing? And defend the Citadel. Okay, that looks great. That looks like a heck of a fun game. That first 90 seconds, that could have been a card game for all I know. You know, that's okay. I feel like that video is about 2 minutes too long, and most of it is just you shoving the theme down there. But $259,000. This is happening. $250,000. Lunar Oak Studio. So after the video, do I want it? Yes, I do. I do want that game. That game looks like a heck of a lot of fun, especially knowing it's solo, cooperative, like the defense of the Citadel. That looked like fun. So they have made Solace and the Sheol board game, which is probably a Kickstarter. Oh, they got a store as well. There we go. So Solace, this one raised $35,000, and makes sure people get their things. Does this ship to South Africa? If I buy the game now, will I ship fast? Received my pledge finally yet? The playmat is missing. Can you please help? Never mind, guys. Just found it. Cool. My pledge changed status to so 12/28, 12/19, 12/20. What we're checking here is good customer service. It looks like the good customer service is done. People get their stuff. Awesome. And S.h.e.o.l board games, obviously, people got their stuff, or else there wouldn't be a second edition. Their pledge manager is still showing the painter set is available. My box top given the big dent is possibly get a replacement. I got my own pledge. The game is absolutely fantastic. I've been ordering a playmat. Okay. So people have got their stuff. Feeling good. Do I want it? Or can you do it for Lunar Oak Studio? Yes. Oh, what they did, the Curse of Candelabria. All right. So I guess we should check, though. Just to be sure. Lunar Oak Studios. Lunar Oak Studios Kickstarter. Make sure there's no hanging projects over there. They're not running from their terrible checkered past as we see sometimes. Why is Steam on? Get out of here, Steam. I don't need you. Alright. What do we got? Lunar Oak Studio. And they have done 5 created projects. Awesome. Let's see if any of them are still pending. Solace, the board game. Lumen, Tarot, Oracle, and the Curse of Candelabria, which they're selling. So yeah, we're good. This one was from 2024. Okay. So 2 years ago. I've been wondering this for a while. Did we ever end up getting the environment cards? Because from what I could tell, we only have 1 room cards and all of those. However, they were converted to room cards. The environmental effects were moved to mission cards. I finally had shut 6 down. Okay, so people got the stuff. Yeah, I'm good. We're going to go check mark there. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? It's going to be expensive. I'm already set up. You showed me a massive box at the front. That was the one thing I thought you did good. $358. Whew. Whew. Oh. Ha. Never gets easier. The price just it always keeps going up. But, you know, here's the bottom line. Kickstarter reasonable? Check mark. Yeah, that's not like a $5. It's not a $6. It's $358. Yeah. Big, huge box of plastic. I don't think you've sold me that big piece of plastic in the middle just nearly well enough yet, but we'll get there probably. So here, the things, 1 to 4 cooperative. Digital version here. Experience a rich 100,000 word narrative. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the kind of buzzwords that I'd love to see in that video, right? I don't need 90 seconds of your theme. You showed me a book. I was excited about the book. You said there's 100,000 words in this book. I say, okay. You have just done a lot of the heavy lifting that I needed you to do for this as a cooperative game and a solo game. Yes, please. But instead, you know, we just have like just so much reading on there, and it was just the text was moving all around, and I wanted to look at this. I wanted to look at the exciting stuff. Yeah, I didn't like that video. Just the first, yeah, because the first 90 seconds just wasted on theme. Could have shrunk that down to 30, 40 seconds, and then after that, when I wanted to see the meat and potatoes, I couldn't even see it. Like I didn't know there's cubes in here. Explore pure sci-fi set in original coherent universe. Could we zoom in on something? Some of your components. I feel like every component has been zoomed out on it. That's unfortunate. Stretch pay, awesome. 10 small monthly, great. So 10, stable pledge. Backer said, this is what I'm talking about. This is how we lead off. Love it. 8.3, outstanding game. Original game mechanics, fantasy artwork, deep and original lore. Could easily be adapted to a great sci-fi novel or movie. That's what I was talking about when you were just shooting me full of 90 seconds of theme. It doesn't work anymore for most people because, like, we've all been burned. It's like, oh yeah, this game wasn't even that thematic at all. Now, luckily, you did do it well. Insanely good. Mission manual rulebook are outstanding. The writing of the story of the mission manual so far is good, great. So these are just random quotes from people up Board Game Geek, but they're great quotes. Amazing game, deep thematic lore and gameplay, tough decision, interesting light versus dark mechanic with tile laying, hand management, and deck building. Oh boy, howdy. I'd put the VGG names in there at least. Like, give them some love for their quote. But that was a great quote. This is a great campaign, castle defense game that you have to experience. I'd love some more meat there. But I like that the first time that someone has said castle defense, because that's the vibe I was getting. Defend the Citadel. Looks good. This is a great Kickstarter board game. Sci-fi post-apocalyptic campaign game. Oh, so cool. Yeah, superfluous fluff. Like, give me some more meat here. Like, and once again, I don't put it on Kickstarter radio. I'm sure they said more about it. It's just the fact that you picked that. And you even, like, dotted it. So maybe they talked some more about the meat. Great miniatures, great story, fantastic lore, innovative. It's a complete experience, an immersive journey through hostile lands, a demonstration of an intelligent design where theme and mechanics merge to create an unforgettable cooperative game. Ding, ding, ding. Merging together the theme and the mechanics, that is fantastic, and it makes the game so much easier to teach, in my opinion, because then it's like, oh, that makes sense that that's why the rule works that way, because it thematically makes sense, right? Like, this is the Death Stranding plus Expedition 33 as a board gamer. Cool. Haven't seen either of those, but I know they're very popular, and I have no problem. I always say this: don't be scared to compare yourself to other things, right? It's pretty much saying, hey, if it has a King of Tokyo mechanism, then that gets me excited as someone who loves King of Tokyo, right? S.h.e.o.l was born from the vision of just two people, but has grown into a world that stands proud among the industry's heavyweights. Unique sci-fi world. Just say with the price and the boxes and whatnot. Detailed illustrations. Yep, got it. Oh boy, you like talking about yourself, don't you? I could have guessed that after the 90 seconds of theme. We didn't use AI. Pound your chest about it. Show some stuff. Novel-like gameplay. The story of S.h.e.o.l. Yep. This might be quicker. Yeah, these are big graphics. Okay, there we go. Finally, that's what I'm talking about. I felt like that looked really impressive. The mechanics of the passive light, brightness levels of enemies, and corruptions are unique and adapting to being perfectly blended to the atmosphere of the game. Yeah, then maybe you should tell me about this in the video. Maybe someone should voice over that. Yeah, because there were so many cool things in that video. Like, oh, there was this track and this track and this track. Download the intro story. Download the rule booklet. Tons of components. Original world of story. 450 illustrations. 60 plus hours. Yes, this. I would put this way higher. 95 miniatures. 300 tokens. Campaign and mission are replayable. So now I say $358. Man, that price sucks. But 100,000 words. 60 hours. And we're starting to break it down. You're like, oh my gosh, that's like going to the movies, what, 20, 25 times? Something like that? Like, that's the number of hours gameplay to movies. It's a weird way to do it, but I'm like, okay. And then all that shot right there, that's $358. Still, once again, what are the dimensions of these? I feel like that'd be very useful in selling that potentially, but I'm in. Upgrade pledge. Choose this if you only want the essential components to bring your 1.0 version to the date with the new rules and mechanics. Great. Leading off of that, brand loyalty. €79. I convert the currency to the United States of America because the majority of people are going to be from the United States of America. Most likely. In fact, we could probably even, yeah, we can just go to like the most popular one here. See, like, who's buying your stuff? You know who's buying your stuff. Most likely, because you have to ship them out to the United States of America a lot more than other countries. So yeah, convert the currency. And I'm sure if I check the other ones, that'd be the same way. So it just looks lazy. Like, it's like, yeah, you know where a lot of these people are. Help them out. Where the heck? I got too many windows open. All right. Upgrade pledge plus the Midnight Odyssey. Everything in upgrade plus the Midnight Odyssey expansion. So obviously, everyone's gonna want that one, I imagine. If you want it, like honestly, if you want the upgrade, you're like, no, but I don't want that extra content. I'm just trying to quit. Some people are. I shouldn't even say that. Organizer box. So the deluxeified version of that, 189. Okay. The veteran all in. Everything you need to upgrade your original all in to this new one. Yes, because I need that art book and soundtrack, or I cannot upgrade my original all in. So 249 bucks. Okay. I kind of love that they're doing that, to be honest with you. Right? Because this is just straight up brand loyalty. I'm laughing at it, but at the same time, this is 1000%. Hey, you were here at the beginning. We want to make sure that you can jump in at exactly which pledge you want to do. They led with that. That's I don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. And then that's also, if you want to jump in, then so where's the gameplay all in? Huh? So there's this pledge too. Oh, so this is just this is its own special section for those people. Okay. Interesting for new backers. All right. I don't hate it. Citizen pledge, 109 bucks. Cool. In. I'd love to know some more valuable, like what's the hours and stuff like that. The hours of play, but whatever. No gameplay, only the minis. You painters out there still have no idea how large this is. Scout pledge, 184. Gameplay all in without the miniatures. Oh, thank you. I like the cut of your jig. 2/3 of a point grade bump up. It's just for like little stuff. A lot of little stuff. A lot of good stuff. Doing it different. I don't mind it. Like I said, breaking apart the new customers with the old customers completely, just tearing them in half and saying, "Yep, here's your stuff. You're done." And then going down to this, I don't hate that at all. Gameplay, I think it's nice. I think it's easier to navigate. By golly, I'd say I think that should probably be industry standard. It does, yeah. I think it's easier on GameFound though. On Kickstarter, it's kind of hard because they organize your pledges by the amount that they cost, right? There's the 1, and then there's the 17, and there's the 26. I don't think you can organize that, which just makes it a little bit more clunky if you jump over that point, which a lot of people have been preconditioned to because people don't put the prices in the store, at least they didn't used to. Anywho, gameplay all in, 299 bucks, and then the no minis all in pledge except for minis, $289. There's so many pledges here, but I'll tell you what, they did that really well. Like, kudos. I'm just going to go with a full point grade bump up for everything right there. How they handled that. That was such a confusing amount of things that they were selling. And I felt like they did that incredibly cleanly and clearly. I just would have wished they would have done it earlier. Really well done. Yeah, okay. I know exactly which one of these I want if I want it. Wait, is the gameplay all in there? I think it's that one. Yeah, this is the gameplay all in. Ooh, so it's 358. Yeah, convert the currency for me. Well, GameFound does it because they're amazing. All right, so yeah, they got this big graph. And I think that's an extra smart choice for them, too, because they have so much... Like, imagine how obnoxious and long this graph would be if it had everything combined. Because we've seen it before. Offers for the verified stores, cool. So, gameplay all in, 167. Upgrade pledge, 29. Citizen pledge, 15. The upgrade pledge plus the Midnight Odyssey. Imagine this a lot. 160. No, because people want the deluxeified. Only mini pledge. 2. Good. Get out of here, painters. Gameplay all in. 80. Veteran Deluxe. 130. Okay, so that's the deluxeified people returning. Scout pledge. 21. Okay. They listen to their audience, and these are pretty varied. These numbers, except for the minis, they're decent. 68. 7 for the no minis all in. Yeah, I love that pledge. People say they want that pledge, but when you put that pledge up, do people buy that pledge? Nope. but if you've been on Kickstarter or GameFound long enough, you know that there is always people who complain about that. Like, it just keeps popping up, and those people, like, it feels like those people just complain to complain sometimes. All in pledge, 131 bucks. That Citadel looks really cool. I really wish I knew the dimensions of that. Oh, did I just close out? No. Get out of here. Retailer's pledge, 1. All right, so, we have stretch goals. That's exciting. Additional advanced action cards. Fantastic. Corrupted Scout standees. Free minis organizer box for all minis pledge. Wow. These are bangers. I'd put these higher. I'd put these way higher. When you launch a Kickstarter campaign, what is your goal? It's to get funded. Once you're funded, what's your goal? It's not to get funded. It's to hit the stretch goals. Put them up there. Make them up earlier. They get me excited about seeing things. They make the price more palatable because it's like, oh, wow, this is a living, breathing thing. This $358 that I already didn't think was a terrible price. It's slowly getting better and better before I even get into there. I think it's just way more useful up high, these stretch goals. I think thematic dice tower, whoa, completely unnecessary. Awesome new obstacle tile, corrupting zone addition. So these are banger stretch goals. I would honestly have I go back to how much I dislike the main image. There is so much fantastic to spotlight on this game. That main image just sucks. Like one mini, like show the board setup. Tell me you hit 16 stretch goals and cards. Tell me you got 60 hours of gameplay. Tell me something else more valuable than just bleh. You did show me a large box, though. That got me excited. Core box. The box includes this stuff, things, intricate. Yeah. Felt like this should have been higher, but honestly, I feel like you did a good enough job kind of showcasing your glamour muscles, I guess. Like, 600, like 1,000 cards. It's like, I don't need to know the actual breakdown of the cards because I've seen a lot of your cards, and I know that's a lot of cards. And I know you have a lot of text in the cards, and you have 10,000 words of text. Okay. Whoa, holy Toledo, like that. Show me that in the box, or in the video, right? Show me that organizer. Holy Toledo, that is hot. That's great. I feel like, what is this? Yeah, that shot needs to be in your video. That shot is better than that 90 seconds of theme by a country mile. That 9 seconds could easily replace you at 90 seconds, and I think more people would be excited. Because you just got to show me quotes from people telling me how great your story is. Upgrade set, cool things. This is really... Here's the bottom line. I click on it. No, that's... where was it? I was going to say, everything you need to see... Wow, that was... Look, what is this? Oh my god, it's just so long. Revised content. S.h.e.o.l 2.0 is an extensively revised version of the game with a lot of brand new content. It will be the definitive edition. Existing players will be able to upgrade during the campaign, and new players will be introduced directly to this version. Many things have changed in S.h.e.o.l 2.0. Here's what they are. Main board where all the black magic happens. The board has changed from a square. This is great. Like, this is fantastic stuff. Love this in a video. Like, just tell me. Like, somebody who's passionate about the game, tell me. Roll your fate in a beautiful way. Like, I just need shipping. I'm going to gloss over this. This is so much. Some videos would be nice, too. But you'd show me the quotes from people. This is absurdly long. Oh, is that the Citadel? But yeah, there's still stuff I want to see. Which just makes me go back to that main image of how you focused on, like, one pretty unspectacular mini. Like, it's a nice looking mini, but, like, compared to your other one... Alright, so this is like, okay. So there's the videos, video dump, original edition reviews, great. Oh my gosh, playthrough, shipping, here we go. The gameplay all in, that's me, 54, they lumped them all together, that makes sense. So, in and out at $430 or $40. Whew, it's a lot, but... This is a lot of game. This feels like one of those games where, you either have this game or you don't have this game, because it's not like you're going to be finding this game at Target kind of thing. Massive campaign, 1 to 4 players, highly beloved. They spotlighted their Board Game Geek very well. They did 8.3. I'm not the biggest fan of knowing the numbers. I'm more curious about, like, the rankings. I think that's... 7,739. That's not... That makes me look at it a lot differently. And good for them for spotlighting the 8.3. The 8.3 sounds a lot better to me than the 7,000, right? Because I feel like that's where you're getting more to the misses than hits. But they owned it. They're like, yeah, here's what we did. We got an 8.3. We spotlighted very specific quotes. Good for them. I want to read some comments. I'm just curious. 777. Okay. Not a lot of terrible hates, which is good. No thoughts? Back to Kickstarter, played half the missions to date and really enjoyed the game. To match the rules of this is a monstrous task indeed. That's what I was curious about. And I imagine that's where the bad ratings are coming from, where you're at 7.3. But the core mechanics feel very intuitive. The development phase and the epic boss battles require a constant rulebook consultation for sure. Ick. Nevertheless, this game is a true gem in my collection. The theme is very very unique and the art gorgeous. The story is very well written. The missions after the very mission, cool. That's why I'd always check Board Game Geek. Like it's always such a great resource for stuff like this. All right, okay. I think we're done with your story. It was forever, and if we're not, we're done. I'm done. Yes. Okay. So do I want it? Yes. Let's check out the updates, comments, give us one a grade. Wow, that story just beats you down with the length. The lore of Sheol and its depths. This update, I'd like to talk about the lore of Sheol and its role in the game. No, thank you. Funded, thank you. Stretch goals and other stuff. Yes, thank you. Alright, and then they were doing stuff pre-launch, I'm assuming. 24 hours to launch. Awesome. Look at that picture. Why can't that picture be on the main image? That's so much nicer. Even if it said 24 hours to launch, it'd be confusing. Which would be bad, but it'd be nicer. 24 hours past one day, and we've funded with over 300%. Thank you very much for this. I hope to unlock many stretch goals and add more interesting stuff to the campaign. For now, we unlocked additional threat cards, thematic dice towers, new obstacle tiles. Okay. Cool. Check out the comments, give us one a grade. We took some time to reflect and decided to add the Minis Organizer box for free as a stretch goal for 1,000 backers. Once unlocked, every backer who pledges the level, that includes miniatures as well. That's huge. That's fantastic. That gets people excited. That's the kind of thing that we lead off with, honestly. Not 90 seconds of theme. So invite your friends to get paid and share as much as possible. Thank you. Amazing. Yeah, because that thing was super nice. Sorry if I'm being a bit dense, but Update 7 reads as though the all-in pledge already has the Minis Organizer, including regardless of the stretch goal. Or have I misunderstood? Yeah, it's part of the pledge. It's being unlocked for other reward levels, so backers of the first campaign can get it for their... Oh, okay. Cool. If I were pledged for the extra dice set for the organizer, cool. Good stuff. Nice stuff. I'd spotlight that kind of stuff way up earlier. That's why I love when people post, like... I've seen a couple people do it where it's like, hey, here's the update since this campaign started. Here's what happens. We've unlocked these stretch goals. We've done this. We've unlocked this for these pledge levels because we just want to throw it in there for you because the kindness of our heart, yada, yada. But, final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I do. Wow, that shot looks great. That shot looks so much better than your box. Or than your main image. That shot looks so much better than your main image. That shot... so do I want it? Yes, I do. You got me there eventually. Can you do it? Yeah. Like, 7,000 is, once again, not highly rated. Which makes me curious what some of their other ratings are shaking out to be. 24,000. That is very, very not good. 7.7. Oh, okay. Why do people not like the Curse of Candelabria? So that makes me a little bit more concerned about it, you know? This is their second one. Oh. So official errata. So rule booklet. So a beast of a rule booklet the first time. Improved rule booklet. But this is the improved version first. They took that 7,000 game, that 7,000 rated game, they polished, they added. And worst case scenario, you're going to be looking at what? Say 4,000, 3,000 realistically? Maybe more than that? I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to go with the positive version of this. This is the improved game. But 7,000, once again, not terrible, but it's just, it's $400, right? Like, it's not a $60 thing, it's a $400 thing, so I want you to know that. Going into it, like, all right, maybe I look a little bit more into it. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yeah. I hope. Like, you've yet to crush one rule booklet, it looks like. But I thought they did other games, too. I could have swore it showed other games, too. Yeah. The Lumen Terror. Oh, that's an art book. So, yeah, how's Solus? Why isn't that one shown? Solus, the board game. 2024. How's this one rated? That one is not enough people have done it to rate it, looks like. Okay, that's why. That makes sense. You have to have at least, I believe, 25 ratings in order to get into that, which is why it doesn't have like 100,000 or whatnot. All right, so final grade, and then how much is it? Whew, it's a lot. But, you know, I feel like they did a decent enough job, and they explained and they showed. And every piece of information that you would possibly need to make a logical, informed decision, they have it there. And in some of it, I feel like they did a really great job on. So final grade's a good one, I think. I think we're like a B. B+. I'm going to go with a B+, but honestly, that's partially like just that extra credit for how well I think they handled having so many pledge levels, because there was a lot. Like 8, 10 of them. Probably more. I think it was like 12. Yeah, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pledges. Retail budget. And that's a lot of pledges to handle. I've seen campaigns that have had way less pledges than that have been way more confusing about which pledge should I take. So kudos on that. A lot of good stuff here. I feel like the organization is poor. I feel like I need to spotlight those stretch goals, some stuff like that. But overall, I'm going to go with a B+. For Sheol, looks like a cool game. I'm excited to hopefully try this game one day in the future. Let me know how large that Citadel is. Show me. Tell me it's a 7-inch Citadel. I'm like, ooh, 7-inch Citadel, middle of the table. Got to defend it. That's hot. That's exciting. Zoom in on your components. Yeah, so I'm going B+. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Sheol. And if you have a request that you'd like me to cover, a Kickstarter, GameFound, or even backer kits. They do games. Munchkin 2.0. They just did the Munchkin Big Box. They're like, hey, everybody, you buy that Munchkin Big Box? Bah! 2.0. Yeah, go buy that. Yeah, I'm probably going to check that one, actually, because Munchkin was one of my Grail games when I first got it. Not one of my Grail games, but yeah, I guess it was. It was one of my Grail games, and I wanted to have every single copy. I wanted to have every single expansion for Munchkin for a long time, which... Fools, Aaron. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to check anything out. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button or consider supporting the Patreon for only $1 a month. It really does help me out an awful lot. Have yourself a good one. Bye-bye.